Why, hello there. Welcome to another in the studio. In this video, we're going to talk about the low end. So we all know how important the low end is in dance music. It's the most important. It needs to be rock solid. It needs to be nailed to the floor. So in this video, I thought I might walk you through an example of how I might approach processing the kick and the bass together. Now, this is something I don't always do, but sometimes I feel it needs it. So I'll show you how I might approach that. So this is what we have so far. Simple kick, rolling 16th bass. All right, so I have my kick and my bass here, and they're both running through this low end bus. And that's what we're going to be doing a little bit of work on. So the first thing I might try is adding some compression. So I'm going to use this UAD SSL bus compressor, and I'm going to go for a fast release here. I'm going to push the attack up because I want to let through the kick's transient. So I'll go for a slower attack. I'm going to push the ratio up to 4. I'm going to turn the makeup gain down for now, and then I'm going to play with a threshold till I'm getting about 4 dB, 3 to 4 dB of gain reduction. Okay. About there. Okay, and then I'm going to turn the mix down to about 20% here. Push the makeup gain up a little bit. Gonna match the level. Okay, so with it. Without it. Yeah. So already I'm feeling that is gluing those two together. It's kind of pushing the signal forward and the speakers a little bit. So I like what that's doing. I think that's helping those two, get comfortable with each other. All right, so let's also try maybe a little bit of EQ. This is something else that you could try. So I think I could maybe do from this particular kick and bass combo, I think maybe a slight boost in the lower mids might sound nice. So let's try that. All right, so I'm just going to go for a boost here, and we'll keep it at kind of like a nice wide. I'll move this up a little bit. I'll keep it nice and wide. It's kind of a nice broad boost here. And I'm just going to sweep the kind of a lower mid area, see what we can find. Without that boost, with. Nice. I think that's bringing out some nice low mids there. And I'm going subtle on this. I mean, just under 2 dB. I mean, if you need to be doing huge boosts on your kick and your bass like this, something's wrong down the line. You need to go fix it in the production phase or somewhere else in the mix. This is something I would do at the very end of the mix down. But I like what that's doing there. And that's going to help the signal or the kick and the bass translate to smaller playback systems, smaller speakers, and it's kind of bringing out some of those lower mids that you can actually, that will register on smaller playback systems. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is maybe try a little bit of saturation. So I'm going to use the ozone exciter here, and I'm not going to saturate the whole signal. All I want to saturate is a small frequency band. So I'm going to move this one down to around 100 hertz. And this one maybe around 450 or so. Let's go right there. So I don't want to saturate anything below 100 hertz. It's not necessary. I don't need it. I want to keep that clean. But I think, again, saturating this area here, maybe 100 to around 450-ish, might help it help gel the two together, and also help it translate better to smaller playback systems. So I'm just going to use this band right here, and we're not going to even just play with the other ones at all. We'll just leave them at 0%. All right, so there's lots of different types of saturation to choose from. I'm going to go with tube. I quite like the sound of tube, so we'll go with that. And I'm going to pull the mix down here to probably around 30%. And I'm going to turn this up. I'm going to exaggerate it so you can hear what it's actually doing. So that's way too much, but just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. I think that's nice. It's subtle, but it's, again, just kind of adding a little bit of harmonics in that lower mid-range. It's gluing the two together, and I think that's nice. So those are a few different processing techniques that I might use if I feel that the kick and the bass need a little bit more massaging together, just to, get them glued nicely, have them just one solid unit and working together the way they need to be. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment or question, or don't, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.